DedSec needs you on something.
Can't they kill a few brain cells first?
Tell you what, your next tab's on the Resistance, assuming you live through this.
Fair trade.
You're more likely to hurt yourself if you play darts while drunk, but let's be honest, that'll be hilarious.
I don't want any more trouble!
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location. We are in pursuit. I say again, in pursuit.
Negative. No sign of suspect. Over.
All units, disengage. Suspect has disappeared.
Albion is recruiting. Sign up to protect your city today.
Who said he would be here at this hour? You won't stop! That 1066 was not. Control disregard. Christ! Brad,
Hello.
Yo, Wagwan. You're dead sick, innit? Yeah, I can tell. You got that hard look, yeah? Big ups on booting Albion's ass all over the ends. Ah, big ups. Them Albion pagans are the reason a lot of these people are out here. Do you know what I mean? No jobs, no flat to live in. And worse, Albion's been hoarding supplies. Food, toilet paper, or whatever's meant for shelters and kitchens. They're getting fat off all that.
Right. Tell us where Albion is stockpiling your supplies, and we'll be able to recover them.
Ah, allow that, cuz. It's not what I'm on about. I need this for ourselves, you get me? Get our hands dirty. You showed us that. But I might need some help keeping the Albion Max from bashing heads, you get me? A distraction, like. Got some fast wheels you can use, you know. You blaze around the borough while we pull the job. You in?
This should be fun.
Just calm down. There's no point, no?
Yeah, fam. Okay, yeah. Ah, you know it. Right, cuz, we're in position. You primed? Kick it!
Fight the power! Albion mercs out of the hamlet!
The faster you blaze through the borough, the better. Cause damage and get attention. Slow down and Albion will come after our asses, cuz. Do what you gotta do to get their attention.
Okay, that's pretty simple, really.
Suspect reported in your area. Potentially
Take
armed
back the
and
borough! Tower Hamlet is yours, not theirs! We will fight Albion to our last breath! We will never surrender!
Why are the bollards up?
Rise up against your oppressors! Albion breathe fear!
Cross checkpoint. Control, we are pursuing the suspect. Over.
Get Albion mercenaries off our streets!
Another lorry full. Keep going. We're gonna clean out this place.
Every Albion soldier in the borough is after you. Let's give them a show, shall we?
Albion has been hoarded, keeping supplies from those who need them. You!
Find the bollards! Control, we are pursuing the suspect.
Stand up with us!
Stop the vehicle.
Don't bow down to Albion rule!
Confirmed. In need of backup. Over.
This is a call to rise up, united, fight Albion oppression!
Almost got it all, cuz. Keep going. We're gonna give you and everyone else in the borough a show, trust me.
Immobilize that vehicle.
Mercenaries on our streets will not be tolerated! Rise up! Right! Go for it, get set!
Fucking brilliant.
Oh, that was brill. I don't even care if my wheels are trash. We got everything out of that warehouse, and if people know Albion was holding, this is gonna get everyone in the ends on board, you know.
That's the hope. The more people fight back together, the better chance we have of evicting Albion out of London.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, cuz. Just don't lose my digits, alright? Cheers.
Tower Hamlets is ready to defy Albion, all because of what we've done. Got to be proud of that.
Fuck yeah.
I've asked you a question. Answer me.
Oh, hi. Are you with... how do I put this? I recently reached out to some people who... fuck. This is impossible.
Please calm down. I'm with DedSec.
Shite. That's a relief. Can't be too careful, right? With them Albion wankers. But you... I don't know if you understand how much people appreciate what you've done in Southwark.
Thanks.
Well, get this. I've done a little bit of hacking myself, right? Real quiet. Don't dig too deep or they might have caught on, but guess what I found? Albion's Global Information Centre is right here in London. Global! You understand? Everything's run out of there. Coordinated, like operations, tactical, whatever. Even finances. The sheer amount of data is... The server banks needed to manage all this shite are huge.
I see. Sabotage their centre here and it will disrupt their international operations. All right, where to?
Christ, can't believe this is actually happening. Okay, it's all in Nexus Tower. Do this, and it'll really rally the Borough DedSec.
This is a huge opportunity to really stick it to Albion. Not just here, but everywhere they operate. Everywhere they're stomping on human rights.
The server floor is accessed by elevator, and seeing how this is pretty much Albion's global war room, expect heavy security.
Welcome to Nexus Tower.
They keep giving everybody's jobs to robots, and now they want us to give them rights too. Fuck that, man. There's tons of people who don't get treated like people.
Welcome to Nexus Tower.
Like, let's maybe agree that immigrants and trans people have rights. If they're worried about the computer that serves us burgers. I'm not saying they shouldn't.
is...
Moving to cover. Put a stop to this.
Stop! Stop! They're off! Shit, 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 shit! Checking it out. Check their last known position. Sending out the get to cover! Backup! I need backup! On the move! Ah!
Watch it! Ah!
What a fuck up! Fuck, fuck. Cover me! The suspect was definitely there. I'll have a look. Where did... Shit!
Doing a sweep of the premises.
A no human zone? How refreshing. So clean, so organized, so peaceful. They follow strict environmental controls in the server silos. Luckily, you can take control over the maintenance drones.
The The easiest way to completely scramble their information center would be to cause a surge in the power core.
So what do we do?
They use high-capacity battery banks to ensure backup power. If you can find one, simply drop it in the core and that'll do it.
Let's have a look around.
Pathfinder!
That's it. Drop this battery bank in the core and Albion logistics, done. Tactical assessment, kaput. Whatever operational algorithms they rely on, all gone. Get to it. Goes Albion's Global Information Center. How about we let the people of Southwark know? I have an idea.
You must be able to see that across the whole borough! If that doesn't inspire people, I don't know what will.
Add this to everything else you've done in Southwark. The people are gonna back you dead sec. And so am I. You can call on me if you think I can be of help. Anytime. Cheers.
It's not all charity. We'll be contacting you for that favor one day. Fucking brilliant!
The news that Albion's Global Operations Center is out of commission is bound to get people thinking that things are on the outs for Albion. You did well.
Thanks.
We are keeping you safe.
A resistance is only as good as the people in it. We're happy to have you.
Bang in.
Hype to expose the bastards in charge, yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Keeping you safe.
Feeling ready to fight?
Let's do it.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, from Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move tracked by the optic intelligence, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants that believe so hungry to hold our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital world? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all those confidential. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of a data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every possible way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power.
You've been looking for DedSec. Why's that?
Oh, there you are, dear. It's just lovely what you've done for the neighborhood. Those Albion thugs were becoming a bloody nuisance. Of course, now they've got their dander up. They're looking to strike back against the borough.
What do you mean?
A group of us have taken the initiative to help the community. And given the current environment, we've had to do it quietly, you understand? Under Albion noses.
Right. And by that I take it you mean it isn't quite legal either?
Let's just say you inspired us, and leave it at that. But now, I found out that Albion are planning a series of raids in Hackney. We can't survive that. Unless you help us. If you can intercept them before they strike, we'll have time to move our operation somewhere safer. I've got my hands on a little device that will allow you to zip around the borough quick as you please. Be a dear and handle this for me, would you?
Fine. Leave it to me.
to prevent us from being radicalized.
Straight, absolutely, absolutely. If you can, yeah, sure. Yeah, no, honestly, fantastic. Thank you very much, yeah?
No, please, don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Where are you taking him? Stop, Jonah!
Back off, you fucking cow.
No! Don't!
We saw you with those machines. Didn't crack shit and you hit jackpot each time. Think we're daft? You're fucking dead sick, aren't you? Dead sick? No, I swear, it was just a small hack. Small hack? Who the hell did you take me for?
Please!
You know what we do to DegSec members? We make an example out of them.
Jonah! No! No! No, Jonah!
Go tell your little DedSec friends, sweetheart. Tell them to stay the fuck away.
All criminal offenders will be arrested.
Right then, there's no time to chit-chat. Albion have synchronized their raid teams. I'll feed you the locations as I get them. You take them down. Well, go on. You're wasting time.
This drone has been modified, slightly faster with better armor, but its maximum altitude is restricted. Also, Albion is using CTOS to monitor the borough. They could shut it down if you fly too high. Time to buzz the streets.
That looks like a bloody good time. But don't dilly-dally. Off to the next one before they launch their raid.
Look sharp, you've got Albion drones heading your way.
This area's off limits.
Well done, but no time to waste. Head to the next location. Excellent. You've got them scrambling. Here's the next one. Now hurry over there before they let loose. One more should do it. This is bloody brilliant. Now go on, hurry. bloody brilliant. A raid like that would have broken our spirit, turned the borough into Albion bootlickers. You showed some grit there, love.
Honestly, you seem more than capable on your own.
This old bird still has some pluck in her, and so does this neighborhood, thanks to you.
You're welcome. We have a better chance of taking out Albion together. There's strength in numbers, after all.
Well said. Goodbye, dear, and stay in touch.
Sounds like Hackney and Islington are ready to rise up and defy Albion. Couldn't ask for a better result, DedSec.
Fuck yeah.
Static characters in a vehicle. Of course, one of them will die in the inevitable accident. And I see it coming every time. That's not a boat, it's a path.
I pretend to know my loved ones better than some twat behind a screen in the Sursa headquarters.
I mean, I guess we shouldn't complain. I mean, Sir's really just stepping into the vacancy left and making it patently obvious that God had retired. We think that good similarities: omnipresent, omniscient, judgmental, stripping away your finances, freedoms, dishing out random punishments, peas in a pod. All it needs to do, sir, is ban me from eating something. What's it going to be this time? Not bacon again, please.
Can you back off, please?
Excuse me. If this Cetos thing is as smart as everyone thinks,
Hope everyone's all right.
All persons are legally required to carry an optic device at all times. Failing to do so will result in prosecution.
cheers, blood.
Mercenaries on our streets! We don't want a police
Why,
state.
what one? Nah. I know, but... And I guess you just hear why?
It's refreshing to change one's appearance.
No, listen. Come on.
I stop worrying about being disappeared by Clan Kelly every time I go to the shop or take a bus.
No, you sure?
We are keeping you safe.
Nice perspective, Bugley. Let's never lose sight of that.
Hey Bugley, how do you put a secret hideout in your basement without alerting your narc children and their tracking devices?
Please hold still, Alice, while I report you to the authorities.
Bugley, will things ever get better?
Yes, Andy. The heat death of the universe is only 5 billion years away now.
Oh, it's so nice to have something to look forward to. That's all from the bunk today. Keep it real, Bug fans. Actually, that's terrible advice. Keep it as unreal as you can possibly manage.
Come on, not now.
to a place of empty shelves and fighting for supplies? What turns a land of plenty into a wild west of hoarding, food battles and black market barons? We protect everyone who comes on the podcast by keeping their identities a secret. Here's veteran political reporter Ian on the power behind shortages.
Yeah, I mean, what was the first thing that happened when Britain sealed itself off? The first stuff that stopped from coming in was fresh food. Maybe we could live without fresh food. I mean, everyone's quality of life got instantly worse, but we could live without it. The most damaging part was when the radioactive isotopes stopped coming in. Now, radioactive isotopes, that's what we use in cancer screening, cancer treatment. Now, that stuff, it has a short half-life. Technetium used to save hundreds of thousands of lives just by screening for cancer, let alone testing for cancer. But that stuff has a half-life of 66 hours. As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some effort to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was simply nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks that you saw on the street and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those walls went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. I mean, Britain always told itself it had this national myth, right, that it would, because it got through the war, that it could go through any kind of hardship. I mean, that wasn't really the case. People during the war were far more frightened than some of this historical stuff made out. Now, what did we see? People don't want to go through that stuff. They were desperate for the things that they had before, and they were scared. So they went to the black market. The same thing that always happens. And where did the growth of Clan Kelly come from? It came from people wanting the things that they could previously get legitimately and could now only get through the black market, funneling funds towards criminality. And from there, we got to the situation we have now of this big war of security that seems to dominate what's going on out there on the streets.
Nothing shakes people's faith in capitalism quite as much as when capitalism fails to deliver. Here's underground writer and analyst Alfie, The Politics of Poverty.
I think what we've come to now is a realisation that capitalism's essentially failed. I mean, the one key promise of capitalism that it makes to its citizens is that there will be surplus, that we will have plenty, and that's the whole logic for running society in this way, that people will have enough. And now, with these kind of huge shortages of everything, you're seeing that system collapse. It hasn't delivered on its primary promise. And I think we've really reached the situation where we have to do away with capitalism entirely.
We're seeing a situation where there's shortages for the men.
I'm here. What's the objective?
We're here to find some documents we're calling the Malik dossier. Basically, it's the paper trail that proves Malik was behind the Canada House bombings. Problem is, these documents won't be on one computer. They'll be on dozens, scattered across the country.
So what do we do?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Let's have Malik take it.
Surge uses a supercomputer called Filament to process information drawn from the CTOS network. It's like Noodle, if you could use it to search every document on every civilian, government or commercial device everywhere in the United Kingdom, instantly.
Good lad.
Break in and connect Bagley to a Filament administrative terminal. He'll do the rest.
As usual. In order to access the filament admin terminal from your optic interface, you'll have to align the SIRS satellite network with my packet stream from Bloom Tower. Well done. Now I should be able to stream myself into SIRS's nasty little snoop computer, head to the basement and hack the filament admin terminal. There's an intruder in the building security systems. Sorry, channel is being hacked.
I've taken control of building security. But I'd prefer to end this bloodlessly, if you're willing to listen to reason.
Don't fucking listen. Zero Day took over Parliament security right before the bombings. This is their MO.
What are you talking about? I want DedSec gone, but no one else needs to die. You've proven yourselves very skilled, and I could put those skills to use. Join me. You can still make something of your lives.
Join Zero Day? That will be a hard pass.
0 Day? No, I mean sirs. You've practically been working for me anyway. And besides, we have a lot in common. We both use violence and manipulation to shape London into something better. The only difference is I know what I want it to be. Strong, stable, unified, safe. This is what I value. What about you?
You blew up an embassy. That's what you call safety?
Fine. If we can't convince each other, then I suppose killing will have to do.
Unauthorized shutdown.
Is someone tampering with security?
This was working a second ago.
That central server is Filament's admin terminal. Connect me to it to gain access. Well, shit, we've been locked out. Oh, and it seems Malik deployed the microwave drones.
Come again?
Microwave drones, one of Filament's novel intrusion countermeasures. They use little microwave cannons to selectively destroy compromised hardware, sort of like chemotherapy for computers. The server room automatically seals itself while they're deployed.
Thoughts?
Try hijacking one of the microwave drones and use it to shoot the other ones down.
Entering combat mode.
I'm reload!
Joe, search this sector. I'm hearing gunfire.
Drones down, server room unlocked. And buggery fuck, Malik has locked me out. He must have a hardline to the server.
Thoughts?
A full power cycle will reset his connection and give us enough time to complete the intrusion. But Filament uses 3 quantum processors with independent power. We'll have to reboot each individually.
Right, reset the power.
Close enough.
I give up. Let's regroup.
something about this drone. It can't seem to take a fucking hint. Would you look at this? A chain of custody documents for 40 kilos of Semtex. It ricochets through a dozen shell companies, but ultimately ends up registered to an address in Southall. And would you guess who lived across the street from it for 30 years? Victoria and Imran Malik, parents to one Richard.
That doesn't prove a thing.
Well, this one is heartwarming and incriminating. It seems that the areas of Canada House immediately around the bomb were evacuated in an unscheduled drill. I have an email chain here between the facilities director and an anonymous SIRS account. Funny that didn't make the news.
You think it's incriminating that I tried to minimize the loss of life? Come on, that's explainable and motion sick.
Look at this. It's an unredacted mission report for 2 SIRS agents instructed to plant explosives as part of a training exercise. And it's signed and dated by the Home Secretary himself.
Seems it's a bad day to be the secretary.
Exciting! Did you know that the head of security for Canada House had a daughter stuck in a Cairo jail? And that she was pardoned the week before the explosion? Why, he would certainly owe a very, very big favor to the SRS officer who pressured the Egyptians, wouldn't he?
I suppose he would.
Seems that Malik's given up having the microwave drones destroy compromised hardware. Now he's got them targeting you. The effect will be about the same, though. What do we have here? Straight from your own laptop, Malik. Case files on all these little side ops you've been running. Honestly, you might as well have titled this Evil Bomb Conspiracy, Doc.
That's enough. You can't do this. You mustn't do this. I won't allow it.
Independent power has been rebooted. Return to the central core to complete the cycle.
Well done, Bagley. Now, let's get this Egypt.
With pleasure. I'm fully integrated with Filament, and it seems Malik didn't quite have time to cover his tracks. I believe I can trace his position.
Do it.
All right, let's find you. Too old, too young, too ugly, too female. Ah, there he is. Hello, Malik. You've been disconnected. Is it just me, or does he look constipated? Right, wouldn't be a briefcase wanker without his briefcase. Oh look, seems someone's locked the door on him. Don't worry, there's no way that's going to... Oh, no, it worked.
Oi, what the hell, mate?
Well, that's a wrinkle, isn't it? Is he seriously going to try to get away in a car? A car connected to the city-spanning network of automated surveillance devices? That I control.
Auto drive now enabled.
Fuck! Hello again. You know, for all your scheming, you don't exactly think quickly under pressure.
Hold on.
What's next?
I sent the Malik dossier to every media outlet from the GBB to the Aberystwyth Sheep Farmers Gazette. It may take some time to sort through, but it ought to clear DedSec's name. At least for this particular thing.
And our friend Malik?
Made the mistake of getting into a self-driving car that owed me a favor. It's taking him to a secure location.
Right, so what's so wrong with driving that car straight into the Thames?
Believe me, I'd love to, but he might be part of Zero Day. I just don't know how this all fits together, but we need to find out.
You hear that, Malik? You're going to help us for real this time.
Bloody hell, you insane robot! Slow down!
Hello, Richard. We see you're trying to find us by looking into our associates. That's a good idea. Hope you don't mind if we borrow it. Who was your masked savior, we wonder?
Malik has been secured at the safe house.
All right. Well, now that we have him, we should talk to him. Find out what he knows about Zero Day. Just don't get too close to him, all right? As long as he's alive, he's a threat.
Hey, look, they're talking about our friend Malik on the GBB.
Show me.
Other documents in the Malik dossier, which were released by the organization known as DedSec. Officially, SIRS disputes the veracity of the documents, though sources within the organization claim that Richard Malik himself has fled the country following what one described as an unprecedented and humiliating data breach. As more of the dossier is independently verified, counter-terror experts speculate that the bombings earlier this year may have also been misattributed to DedSec.
We are working with the fucking cup now? Let's all sign our death warrants. Stupid.
Obviously, it's a difficult situation. Plenty of police are shite. But Caitlin isn't a typical cop.
Not typical, Why didn't I believe that?
It's not as if she's working with Albion, is it? Just wait, observe. She may surprise you.
Sure. And when she stabs you in the back, I guess you'll be surprised too.
Let's not waste time. We know you were responsible for the Canada House bombing and the other London attacks. Give us the details.
The earlier bombings? What are you... Oh, God, I've been captured by morons. I didn't do those bombings. I tried to stop those bombings. I am a patriot, and they called me a crank. Even Emma. But that's when I knew that intelligence wasn't enough. To save the Empire, I would need power, and fast.
But you knew about Zero Day when you contacted us.
I'm a spy. So yes, I knew a few details about the biggest terrorist attack in recent memory. Truth to tell, I really did think Zero Day was you. That's just Occam's razor. But if you insist on a conspiracy, Albion stood the most to gain. Have you really not thought of this?
Even if that's true, you're far from innocent. You'll remain here until further notice.
Oh, I doubt I'll be here long. These walls will fall along with all of you soon enough. This radical cooperative you created is doomed to fail, like they all are. I've seen it a dozen times in a dozen places. You will tear yourselves apart.
We won't even need Zero Day or Albion or whoever.
A single unified ideology, a single strong leader. These have been the characteristics of power for all of human history. Democracy and pluralism were anomalies, blips on the timeline. That's what you are, DedSec. A footnote in the history of the Empire. But now the page is turning, and you are not ready for what happens next.
Surprise, you twat. Between my work with 404 and tracking down Sky Larson's neural map nightmares, I thought I could do with a new workspace. I could do with your help as well. I just clocked a hit and run by a black cab. Happened a while ago, but the news ain't picking up on it.
How is that relevant?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because all of London's black cabs are driverless, run by AI.
How you doing?
Bad news, fam. DedSec Toronto's gone.
Gone? Please elaborate.
They got nicked. Locked up for the embassy bombing. A lot of them.
Jesus Christ.
Things are going in a bad way, man. We have to get Malik soon.
What's good, Chief? I'm sorry for not being there IRL, but there's no way I'm coming out of my hidey hole. But I'll keep an encrypted connection open to your safe house. I was having a chat with your mate, Richard Malik. Just a former SIRS agent and a former Albion drone talking shop. Anyway, he pointed me to this audio recording. You should give it a listen. Could be something big.
Let's hear it.
And when you got a moment, give Malik a smack across the chops for me, will you?
What the hell do you mean there's no open investigation? Are you the police or not?
We are. And I mean it exactly the way it sounds.
My friend was a journalist. She was working on a story about SIRS kidnapping people off the street, and then she goes missing. You don't find that the slightest bit suspicious?
Look, the decision not to investigate happened way, way over my pay grade. Do you understand? Way over.
You're fucking in on it. Jesus Christ!
I'm hanging up.
And I'm recording this.
The journalist mentioned in that call seems to have run afoul of SIRS. And seeing as they've taken 1984 less as a dire warning and more as an instruction book, she may be in trouble.
She needs our help.
Agreed. Let's do it.
I've marked her last known location on your map. You should hurry, though. It was dated recently enough that SIRS might not have caught up with her yet.